Why do men like big boobs? Boobs are feminine, and that's a fact. Actually, boobs, butts, waist to hip ratio and an hourglass figure function as important features when it comes to attractiveness. There were small figures of women with big boobs and big butts which were worshipped and prayed to centuries ago. According to science, big boobs need fat, which men see as a sign of good health. They assume that if a woman is eating right and enough, she is healthy, and instinctively that is one of the most important things men look for in women. Let's face it, it's a sensational experience for both of you, a guy and a girl. He enjoys touching them and you enjoy a sexual and passionate massage. Boobs are actually fat-filled mammary glands that produce milk and somehow manage to look good in everything. Boobs are gorgeous in all profiles, in baggy clothes, in lingerie, naked, covered with food. Boobs always look great. If you don't trust me, ask any guy out there. If you've ever tried it, you probably know what I'm talking about. Men have always been obsessed with boob action. Actually, that's probably the first thing they imagine when they see a girl with big boobs. A hot, big-boobed blonde running to rescue a drowning person, and yet all you can see and think about is boobs bouncing up and down. Pretty much the same as butts. They serve as a snuggly pillow that fits your head perfectly. You can try any position you like, and none of them are going to be wrong. Apparently, looking at women's breasts improves blood circulation, lowers blood pressure, and extends a man's life by 4 or 5 years. So, yes, it's healthy for a man to look at female breasts. The research published in the New England Journal of Medicine states that only 10 minutes of staring at women's breasts is an alternative for a 30-minute intense workout. Looking at breasts can lower the risk of heart attack and stroke in half, and it could extend a man's life by 4 or 5 years. What men see when they look at boobs, according to science. Why do men like boobs? Although the general allure of breasts isn't a huge mystery, they've provided sustenance for babies since the beginning of time. They also provide a source of occasional awe for guys who love looking at and feeling breasts. But the science behind why men like boobs shows that men's relationship with breasts is more complicated than just keeping their eyes up there. Some guys might love and be turned on by staring at big boobs. Plenty more love breasts that are average in size. Though there's no right or wrong predilection, what men find attractive about breasts may reveal surprising things about other parts of their life, from financial security to fatherhood. In fact, how a guys get turned on by boobs could make the difference between him being poor, hungry, or healthy, research suggests. Like breasts, studies on how men relate to them come in all shapes and sizes. Some are more robust than others. But the following should at least give you something constructive to ogle as you ask yourself the very important question: why do guys like boobs? Most guys love average-sized boobs. Average breasts for the win. People tend to think that men love big boobs, but most men actually prefer medium-sized boobs. So do women, which makes sense considering they're the ones carrying the load throughout the day. Studies suggest that most men are attracted to see cup-sized breasts. However, one's amount of sexual activity can skew this. Men who prefer to sleep around are more likely to think big boobs are attractive, one study shows. Being a dad changes how a man is attracted to boobs. Being turned on by larger breasts can indicate many things, but one of the more surprising desires it may represent is for fatherhood, research suggests. One study found that men who didn't have kids but wanted them generally lusted after bigger boobs. Dudes who had no familial aspirations were content with smaller sets. In this case, dads who like big boobs can breathe a sigh of relief. Your preference doesn't mean you're a creep or sexist. When cornered by your partner, calmly explain that it's a physical manifestation of wanting what's best for your kids. How much money you make influences your boob preferences. If you're a guy who likes small boobs, you're more likely to be rich, one paper suggests. The researchers found that men with less financial stability gravitate toward larger breasts. Wealthier men, on the other hand, were more attracted to smaller bazongas. So kick back with your cash and enjoy the itty-bitty titty committee. Don't look at boobs on an empty stomach. Don't worry, it's not because you'll want to breastfeed. The aforementioned study also found that boob preferences are broadly related to available resources. When men are satiated, they're less drawn to huge knockers. The study also found that men who prefer big boobs tend to be more sexist than others. Hungry and sexist. It's going to be a long, lonely night. Looking at boobs might help you live longer. There's some evidence that staring at boobs may increase a man's longevity. An earlier, non-boob study found that positive thinking had a positive effect on long-term health choices, particularly when it came to taking blood pressure medication. Not all experts are convinced, but some have concluded that looking at boobs is one such way to achieve a positive mental attitude. Another German study concurred that looking at boobs for 10 minutes a day was good for a man's cardiovascular health. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.